Here some mythic beast awaits. Will the lady even care?
I'll start heading towards the woman's house. I don't know what you two are doing.
Well, we're either tagging along or not.
We're in a place called Fandolin, which is south on the Sword Coast. And just a little bit south, we've got a little area called Umbridge Hill. It's not very far, it's only a couple of miles, so it takes you about an hour to get there. Built on the slope of Umbridge Hill is an old stone windmill surrounded by an iron fence. A large winged monster with a spiky tail is trying to knock down the windmill's front door. A woman appears in a second-floor window and waves at you and yells, "A little help!"
Is this the woman we're supposed to be talking to?
Yes. Roll a 20-sided dice.
Me.
It'll be Willow or Lily. Can both do a d20 roll.
I got a 22.
I don't have great intelligence, I've got to tell you that right now.
So Willow has identified the monster as a manticore, a large monstrosity.
Monstrosity?
A monstrosity.
It looks...
Oh, it's like a lion with dragon's wings.
And it's got poisonous tail and things. It's quite a high-level creature. They're intelligent.
Can we talk to it?
You can try to.
Because if it's intelligent, shouldn't we be able to talk to it?
Yeah.
Who's the best talker?
I've got +2 charisma.
So what? So are you're approaching, the manticore is looking up, and it flings one of its spikes up towards the woman. It hits the window, and she moves back out of the window, looking terrified. You come behind the manticore, and it turns around and it goes, "Who are you?"
I saunter up.
When the manticore turns around, can I just hide somewhere?
We're trying to talk to it. We're not trying to deceive it.
No,
If it thinks you're trying to be shady, it's just going to try and kill us all.
I'll roll a 20-sided dice. And
does it any checks with it?
We're going to do it with a wisdom roll.
I got 23.
So, Willow has slunk away into the shadows behind her.
Just in case it all goes wrong.
Right, and so, what are you saying to this manticore?
I saunter up.
Jesus.
Hello, Mr. Manticore. It's very nice to meet you. I was just wondering, what are you doing? Throwing poisonous spikes at this window?
I've come to feast on the flesh of the sweet maid within, and then when I have eaten her, I'm planning on taking some of the items. She has potions of healing, which I would like to use because I have been driven out of my home.
I'll say, oh, that is really, really sad. Do you know who else has been driven out of his home?
Who?
This little dwarf over here.
Yeah, I have actually. I know exactly.
I hate dwarves.
But this dwarf isn't with the rest of his dwarf clan because he's been driven out. So
yeah, dwarves hate me as well. It's true.
So you've got we've found some common ground here. Now,
You haven't given me any solutions. I need solutions.
I'm giving you a solution.
Don't shout at me.
I'm very sorry.
Don't overplay your role.
But unfortunately, you raised your voice first. So I just want to say, there must be a field with some sheep. I've heard there's a dragon round. Maybe you could try eating him. This lady, she's done nothing wrong. She's just a poor little lady. She's just selling her potions. Why don't you do what everyone else does? You're clearly a very intelligent man. Couldn't you you could just
Beasts.
buy some potions? That's what we were going to do. You could buy some potions from her. Maybe you could even have a sandwich.
I have no money.
where
Where am I going to get money from to buy things? A dragon came and attacked my mountain domain.
Well, what we're doing right now to try and make some money is we're going to do some quests, and that's helping people. See, that's what I'm doing.
If you want me to leave this woman alone, it will cost you 25 pieces of gold.
Well, you're actually in a lot of luck here.
Really? Because we don't have 25 gold.
No, but we're about to do a quest that will give us exactly 25 gold.
Wait, this quest is to get her safely back to Pandolin for 25 gold each.
So what we could do
ask
is
him to help and give him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. Do we get 25 gold each? We could actually give him the 25 gold to tell him to stop and then just bring her back without fighting the demon, and we'd still have 50 gold left.
Well, why would I let the lady leave?
Because you wanted 25 gold.
There and never come back. I can't go into the
No,
town with
you
you.
can come with us to help us protect her.
Exactly. And then you
I'm
could
not
be
even.
the
I'm not even
protector
here.
of
Wait,
the
I'm not
town.
meant to be saying anything.
You could
They
be the
won't
protector.
let me into the town. It's a lot easier for me just to kill her and you.
No, but what
That is
I'm
a point.
saying-
He's got a point.
You could get 25 gold from saving this lady and then become the official town protector and they will pay you for protecting the town.
All right. What's your persuasion modifier?
What the hell is
It's on your sheet. Persuasion. Start with your persuasion attempt. We'll see how that works. Then we may have to have Dave try his intimidation attack. No, we're gonna...
11.
Well, and what's your bonus?
11.
That is with you. Oh, right. You failed. And the Manticore, when you try, you tell him to do it, and he just says, this makes no sense to me. It's so much easier for me. I'm sure if I kill the lady in the building and then you, between all of you, I'll have all of your equipment and weapons. I'll have a lot of money. There's no reason for me to do this.
He does appear to have a point there. He could just kill us all. Can I try and intimidate him then? This probably isn't going to work, but what I'm going to say to him is, look, there's two of us, remember, because I don't think they've seen Willow. There's two of us, and even though I'm a level 1 fighter, I am actually pretty decent at fighting, apparently. This is going to, you don't want to mess with us, basically. That's what I'm saying. Because the solution to our problem is we just kill you and then we warn the woman and take her. So there you go, have it. I got 1.
That's a critical failure.
From my bush, I can see that these two are miserably failing, and I want to see if he has any weak point that I could hit. Can I do an investigation check?
Yes, you can investigate.
Okay.
We've not heard what Dave's terrible failure's done yet.
Oh no, what's going to happen?
I've got a 16.
You can see that the Manticore has actually, just on his back at the top of his tail, you can see that he has got some claw marks. He looks like he's been attacked. He's obviously not in peak physical condition. But that doesn't stop him from rising up onto his haunches at full and doing a huge battle cry when Dave tries to intimidate him. The Manticore immediately unleashes it gets a free attack on Dave when he's tried to intimidate it, and it's very mad. So what's your armor class, Dave?
Armor 19.
He screams at you and he flings 2 huge barbed poisonous spikes, but they shoot over your shoulder and land just in front of the bush where Willow is hidden. Now we're into a combat situation. Everybody has to. I'll roll advantage for the Manticore. Okay, I've got a number. You need to all roll your advantage. Now Willow's automatically going to get advantage in the first round because she's going to be attacking with surprise from cover.
So where do I
Just roll a 20-sided dice.
3?
It's +3.
No, 3.
Dave, you roll yours.
What, a D20?
Yeah. And you should have an initiative modifier.
I got 1 again.
Oh my god. So Willow will immediately get an attack with surprise, so you'll have it with advantage.
Can I cast a spell?
Yes.
This
You
one.
create an instantaneous
I
sound.
want to try and terrify him.
So what is the sound you're going to do?
Could I have it as a really loud, high-pitched scream?
Just a screech, like the dragon's noise.
The dragon's noise, yeah. Recreate the dragon.
Let me just do a wisdom save for the Manticore. 1. The Manticore hears the screech of the dragon. It makes an absolutely terrified scream of his own, looks around really confused, and just sprints off back over the hill in a state of terrible fear.
I come out and say, "You're welcome. You both suck. You two are probably dead confused. You're like, what on earth has just happened?"
Yeah, you've just heard a terrifying
Also,
dragon
it goes
scream.
on for a minute.
Dave and Lily need to make wisdom saving throws as well.
Oh no.
They react to the sound.
My wisdom's terrible. Oh, 12 though.
Right, it's not too bad. You've only just failed. So both of you two, you hear this terrifying noise, and you both have panic attacks.
Oh, Jesus.
So by the time Willow comes out, you two have got your backs up against the entrance to the building. You can hear the lady inside is sobbing with fear, and you two are both crying and hugging each other.
Can I
Dwarves don't hug.
like, and then can I be like, so we're going to help this woman or what? And knock on the door.
The lady's not answering the door. She can just hear her crying inside the building.
Can I say through the door, don't worry, we've got rid of the Manticore.
I heard a dragon! I heard a dragon!
Say, don't worry, that was just one of my spells.
It was the most terrifying thing I've ever heard!
I agree. It was also the most terrifying thing I ever heard. A little bit of wee might have come out.
I'm really sorry, but we're here to help you get away from that dragon. That's just a recreation of what will happen if you don't let us in.
Jeez, yeah. Really build up a confidence.
Threatening her.
No, I'm not saying let us in, we're trying to help you. I'm trying to calm her down.
Sounded a lot like a
The
threat.
most threatening way
No,
possible.
I don't know how to
I then
I'll
come
say-
up and knock on the door and go, she's a bit socially inept.
One of my features and traits, my weakness is bad at speaking to people.
So I knock on the door and go, she's a bit inept. You will be fine if you open this door. We don't sound like a dragon currently, do we? So just walk out and we'll escort you down to the
Do a
thing.
charisma roll then, to see if you can be. It's a 10 with your modifier.
8.
So you failed. I'm not actually. I don't want to come out. What have you come for? Why are you even here? Who are you?
We are here because there've been dragon sightings near where you live.
I just heard the dragon.
I know you did.
I heard a dragon.
We are trying.
I'm not coming out. There's a dragon there.
We are trying to get you as far away from the dragon as possible. So that you're safe.
Look, what I can do, I will give you each a potion of healing in thanks for dealing with the Manticore. I presume you've killed it.
Just yeah. We told,
Yeah.
it's dead.
You don't have to worry about him coming back here anymore.
So she gives each of you a potion of healing. But she says, I can't leave this. This is where I make all of my potions. I won't leave. I could give you a note for Harbin Wester to say that you've been here and tried to persuade me.
I mean, we sort of have to get you to the place. A note won't really do well. We could have just forged that note.
Are you saying that you're threatening me to leave?
You've got to excuse our friend. She is socially inept. She might have some kind of condition. We're not quite sure about it. She's not threatening you.
I heard this from the flamboyant, foolish character over there.
Not foolish.
Can I try and...
Lily, why don't you try and calm her down by playing some music?
Ah, yes, I will. I swivel around.
But not the bagpipes, otherwise I'll go mad.
I only have bagpipes, Dave.
Oh, you
Go on, try and do a wisdom check.
Five.
So both of you have failed. It's not going to work again. Now, you've all tried enough
No,
attempts
Dave hasn't.
What? To do what?
to get
Try
to
and get
leave.
Look, maybe I could try and intimidate her out of the house. If you don't leave the house, the dragon's going to burn the house down.
I'm telling you, a note will be fine. I'm sure he'll be fine with a note.
And I go up and go, the note won't save you from the flaming jaws of a dragon.
Roll your intimidation check then, Dave.
It's 7. I get 10. Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry, no, it's plus 2. It's 9. I get 9.
You needed 10. But
I hate this game.
she says, look, you're not going to get me out of this house. The door is barred. And she throws down, there's a piece of parchment she throws down, and it comes down and it's got a seal on, and it's for the attention of Harbin, whatever his name was, at the thingy, Harbin Wester. And she just says, I would be pleased if you would be off now.
Well, it's your funeral. I don't think we can get her to leave the house without either burning the house down or killing her.
Well, we'll say I'll shout up to her. Says the last chance to get saved by the dragon. We'll leave in about 30 seconds. But if you're genuinely saying you don't want any help from us, even though there is a dragon in your local area, okay, that's fine.
I know there's a dragon.
You've already tried this and you failed.
And your foolish friends, you're making me very cross. You've had your potions. Take the note and leave me be.
Okay, let's...
I think we should take the note, but there is always the last alternative that we kill her, hide the body, and tell everyone she wasn't there.
Dave, I find you hilarious.
Thanks. It's because of my high intelligence of 11.
Dave, we do an intelligence high five.
How does that work?
That's really dumb.
I can't do it.
Can I just say to
Oh,
the
yeah.
Can I say to the woman, awfully sorry for bothering you. We'll leave you alone now.
As you turn to leave, you noticed the haughty elf from the pub has followed you.
Oh,
He walks behind
God's
you and
sake.
says, "What are you peasants doing? Bothering this poor woman who sells potions, this poor acolyte?"
But she looks me dead in the eyes. And because I am a haunted soul, she can see all of the past trauma in my eyes. And I look at her and go, "You're not welcome here, Woody."
I don't
Woody.
appreciate your racism. I think I'm going to tag along with you because it seems apparent to me that you're not that bright a group and you probably need some brains on your side.
I storm off, angrily squeeze my bagpipes as hard as I
Oh,
can.
God.
And I go, then I start muttering to myself again, going, "Yes, I know, I understand." And I'm muttering to myself as if I'm talking to somebody else.
The lady from the thingy shouts, "Get off my property!"
look, let's get out of here. Next time we do this, if she doesn't want to leave, we play the bagpipes for 6 hours on a doorstep. That'd get anyone out of the house.
35-minute walk back.
Oh, Jesus.
That whole 35 minutes, in any silence, I'm talking to myself.
I can walk at 25 feet per, doesn't even say, it just says speed.
You're
There you
slower
go.
than all of us then, I'm 30.
Right, I'm lagging behind a little bit then. I've only got little legs.
I could give you a piggyback back.
You can't, I'm 220 pounds. Can you pick up Arnold Schwarzenegger though? That's like what I am. I'm like a really short Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I could roll a strength and see if I can give you a piggyback.
I don't need a piggyback though. I've still got my legs.
Too slow, Dave.
I'm not too slow. I'm very fast over short distances.
And this is a long distance.
Look, I'm not even. Look, I'll show you. Look, am I incapacitated? No. Am I paralysed? No. I'm not poisoned. I'm not restrained, and I'm not unconscious.
You're short.
I don't need a piggyback.
You need a piggyback, Dave.
Can you roll and see if Willow's allowed to give me a piggyback?
You roll a d20 then, and
I
we'll
mean,
see.
I
You do a
rolled-
strength. You have to do
I
a
rolled a
strength.
20.
Yes,
I'm-
you can easily give you.
Yes!
What do you mean you rolled a 20? I didn't see that.
You're getting a piggyback.
So you head back and you walk into the town. You can see where the town hall bit was, where you got, just south of that, there is a door. You're going to knock on his door.
Yeah. I'll put you down, Dave.
And
I don't want to.
You hear a voice
embarrass
from
you.
the other side that goes, "If you're a dragon, know that I'm far too thin and bony to make a good meal."
And I'll go, "Don't worry, we're not a dragon. We've tried to do the quest that was on that notice board with that lady."
What are you talking about? One of the quests? Which one?
We tried to get
Adabra Gwyn.
Adabra Gwyn back to Paddington to keep her safe from the dragon, but she didn't want to come back. She's given us a note saying that she feels safe where she is.
Pass the note under the door.
I slide the note under the door.
That looks like her seal. Yes, I think this will be good enough. Why wouldn't she come?
She's totally unreasonable. That's why.
And she was too scared to come down with us. She said she felt safe in her windmill.
She said she thought she heard a dragon's cry. I think she was just being unreasonable.
She
It's
was.
only a windmill.
So he opens the door a very small amount and pushes out a small pouch. No, before he does it, he says, "How many of you are there? How many of you are on the quest?"
4.
17.
No, there's 4. There's 3 of us and an unconscious elf.
Yeah, she's an elf, but she isn't unconscious.
She's not speaking a lot.
She fell asleep.
Yeah, there's 3 of us and an unconscious elf, but she did help a little bit.
She didn't help at all.
"We will be needing 100 gold pieces from you, man. Pass the money or you will be hearing from my father."
And I turn to her and say, "Oi, Woody, what do you do to help this quest?"
"I will be having serious issues with you if I don't have a stop to this, your racist..."
Can I look at
Problem.
both of them
I'm
and say, can you stop arguing? Nobody but me did anything for this quest. I should be the only.
We tagged. Hey, we were trying to convince the monster to leave.
I turn to Foxy and go, I'm not being racist. I'm not being racist. I'm just saying you came in and swooped up and now you're getting 25 gold coins for literally standing there and making friends with this weird socially inept
From what I
person.
saw, your participation seemed to involve blubbering up against a wall with the dwarf.
I was not blubbering. I thought there was a dragon.
He lightly opens the door and pushes 4 small pouches of gold coins.
Thank God for that.
Let's add our money.
So you can all put your money on, and you finish the first mini quest, so you can add a level as well. You level up.
Whoa.
How do I add a level?
I don't know.